What is your key to freedom? You're going to find out today in this episode of Rock Your Life TV with my guest, Judy Osuna. And before we get started, I just want to give you a quick reminder to head over to pauladandrea.com/RYLTV so that you can pick up a free gift. That'll get you on our guest list so you can meet more experts like Judy and find out what will make your transitions and transformations in life easy and effortless. So today I'm here with Judy Osuna, and she is the author of a book, You Do Not Have to Be Behind Bars to Be in Prison. And I'm excited we're just going to dive right into it. Judy, welcome to Rock Your Life TV.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're very welcome. Thanks for being here. You are your key to freedom. Mm-hmm. That's a really strong statement.
It has to be a strong statement if you want to live free.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's part of Rock Your Life TV, or for people who do want that freedom in their life, whether it be for their mind, their heart, their body, to be in good health, to be in good relationships, to be doing the things that they want to in life. And definitely when you're creating your own prison, you really aren't tapping into the potential. This is all about just really being able to tap into your potential and rock your possibilities in life. And
yeah.
I know that's what you're on for too.
Yeah.
You have a little bit of background with Tony Robbins?
I do have a little bit of background with Tony.
Okay.
I took his seminar first,
mm-hmm.
and I went completely through his university,
mm-hmm.
and Master University, and I just loved it. I was eating it up like I was just soaking it in like a sponge.
Awesome.
And I started volunteering, and as a result of volunteering, they asked me to go on the MUST team.
Nice. And I know that you have an interesting story that actually brought you to Anthony. Do you mind sharing that for just a second?
Well, there's a lot of interesting stories that brought me to Tony Robbins.
Mm-hmm. Can we get like that turning point, like really where you found yourself, and what how did he just step in front of you? Because I believe in that too, and I think that's important for viewers to see, is that the thing is that when someone is focusing on something that isn't working, they aren't seeing the opportunities. So again, be able to live in your potential and rock the possibility in life, you have to open yourself up to be able to see the opportunities, because they're all around. But when you're focusing on the wrong thing, and I know that you did have one particular instance where you just made up your mind, I'm out of here, and there was an opportune time that actually put Tony Robbins right in front of your face. Could you share that with us?
Well, are you speaking of? I was at his seminar when I heard him working with the young girl that was in the gang,
mm-hmm.
and the young girl was trying to get out of the gang, and Tony, working with her, helped her create an affirmation, and it's now I am the voice.
Oh wow.
Now I am the voice. I will lead, not follow. I will believe, not doubt. I will create, not destroy. I am a force for good. I am a force for God. I step up and set a new standard. And prior to that moment, I was trying to make life good.
Mm-hmm.
And that shifted it for me to where I just was experiencing life as good.
Mm-hmm.
Because I quit struggling with life, and I was letting life flow through me after that.
Mm-hmm. Did you have any personal relationships that really needed a change in a big way?
Yes.
Okay. Would you mind sharing that?
No, not at all.
Because it's probably something that somebody could relate to.
I was at a New Year's Eve party. I was at a restaurant called The Crazy Horse in Santa Ana, California.
Mm-hmm.
And I went into the bathroom and came out of the bathroom and saw my fiance rather close with another woman.
Yikes.
And I had just listened to Tony's tapes, and I was at that point where it wasn't the first time I had seen something like that happen with him.
Did you ignore it in the past?
Yeah.
Had your head under the sand a little bit on that one?
Well, I had my head completely buried in the sand or somewhere else on my body. I wasn't sure exactly. But I was trying to ignore it because I didn't want to seem possessive or insecure.
Mm-hmm.
But at that point, it was just, I realized this isn't the quality of relationship I want. So it was New Year's Eve. I decided that since he was flirting with her, he could spend New Year's Eve with her, and I went home. Except for on the way home, that's when I bought my little bottle of champagne and some cookie dough and had a really good night watching Tony's advertisements on TV, which led me to buy the Mastery University program. It all just seems to get in sync. You know, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. It sounds
absolutely.
So
I know. Well, that's exactly, you know, the premise of Rock Your Life TV too, is that, you know, I'm happy to have you here today because you're exactly are sharing something that someone really needs to hear right now.
Yeah.
So again, thank you so much for stepping up and being that person. You know, I'm a, you know, a facilitator. I'm a, you know, either come up with a subject myself or meet someone as powerful as you, who I go, oh, this person rocks, and you know, has a message that is going to help shift somebody's life in a really big way, and that's just one of the most gracious things that you can do, and a wonderful give back. And that's exactly what I do with Rock Your Life TV, is a total give back for people.
I think the important thing for me is that prior to really getting to know me, to find out what makes me happy and comfortable in my skin, I was really trying to fit into other people's worlds and really trying to be a people pleaser, or, you know, what's wrong with me that I can't mesh better or whatever. And once I started speaking from the front of the room like I did today, what I decided is to make myself vulnerable. You know, so because through vulnerability, people get permission to, you know, I can let down my guard and just, you know what, this does feel icky. I can change it. Once you stop trying to be somebody through doing an effort and just allow yourself to be who you were created to be, it's such a sweeter connection with you.
Absolutely, and that's
you don't need to pretend and
exactly, and that's a wonderful place to be. Exactly, you're exactly right. It's about being able to leverage your energy about who you really are, what, you know, at the core, so that then you can support that with, you know, really what you believe in, be in alignment with that, and be able to pull all of that in, create the opportunities, environments, and everything that goes to support all of those things, the relationships and everything that goes with it. And I love what you said about that, and that was very vulnerable. So thank you very much for doing that.
That my strength is in my vulnerability.
Was there anything specific in your life that you know, you had those feelings of inadequacy, or you know, that you were a people pleaser? Did that stem from something earlier in life, or was that something that you really needed to you know, push through? Do you share any of that, or is that too personal?
Well, in order to protect the guilty, I do keep my mouth shut about some things, but you know, everybody has a childhood. Everybody has experiences in life. And when I was younger, you know, it was more of how do I keep the peace, and how do I not ruffle the situation, and how do I just fit in. Right. And
so kind of like the fly on the wall.
Well, just to
observing
say
everything.
My family is Spanish and Irish. So
that's a little volatility. Talk about rocking your life, right?
I love this.
That's really shaking it up.
But you know, it was, and I'm the fifth of 9 kids, and each one of us had a different experience of what that was like. But I'm right smack in the middle of fifth of 9 kids. So my oldest sibling is 5 years older than me, so it was almost like I'm the middle child but the oldest child again for the second half.
For the second half, kind of, that makes sense.
So you know, I mean, life is interesting enough, and quite honestly, I thought I had a lovely childhood until I got old enough to realize, hey, you know, some things could have been different. Yeah. But so what? My son will tell you the same story.
I guess it goes that. So let's go back to your book, Judy. I appreciate your sharing that and just opening that door for everybody. I'm just reading on the back here. Wait, before you give your statement, let me read you your rights. And you know, I'm going to let you read through them on there too, because I think this is you know, I have an oath. I have a Rock Your Life oath that I do when I go out and go speaking, and I love where you're coming from on here. So listen up, folks, and raise your left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand, and one hand on your heart. There you go. It's a good place, and follow along with this, because this is one of the keys that will really set you free.
So there's a number of keys here, and I try to give a variety of them to see if something resonated with someone.
Sure.
But the ones I put on the back cover are: you have the right to remain silent until you feel great about the words you use to describe yourself. Life does not describe you. You define you, and you're awesome. You have the right to pull from your heart what you wish to experience and or to be. You do not have to be your past experience. You do not have to use your past experiences as a resource. Your future awaits. You have the right to feel good about who you are, regardless of what you have been through. I'm sorry that some events have hurt you or people have hurt you. It must have been awful to experience. Now let's celebrate because you made it through and you're here now. You're a survivor. And you have the right to be happy, healthy, and successful.
Awesome. I love it. Thank you so much, Judy. That is absolutely wonderful. I thank you so much for being with us.
It's been a pleasure.
Those, you know, if you really, you know, take a second to rewind a little bit and go through those statements that Judy made and do a little bit of writing around it. You know, just play with it and say, where in my life, you know, has that been me? And what is one more thing that I can let go of that will put me into the expansion of who I am, so that you can really tap into your potential and get out there and rock your possibilities. Judy, thank you so much for being with us today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And wonderful book that you have.
If I could leave you with this.
Yes.
What I say about the book, because I did teach in the prison, is that prison is not a place and freedom is a choice. So there's emotional and mental prisons that we keep ourselves in that actually lock us in more than any building. So it's the personal prisons that you want to free yourself of.
Awesome. I love you. Thank you so much for sharing that. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm Paula D'Andrea for Rock Your Life TV. Remember to head over to pauladandrea.com/RYLTV. Pick up your free gift and stay in touch with us, because we've got more people like Judy that totally rock.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure to have you here.
It's nice.
Thanks.
Very nice.
Thanks for rocking it out with us.
Thank you.
Awesome. We'll catch you on the next time. Thanks for watching.